telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on him and I bust out the south side. Is that big of the guy?
Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, done. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming. I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy. I'm here to stay.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington.
Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks.
And this carries into the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
His first carry, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Johnson. And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Jamal Adams coming up from his safety spot to make the play.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Play action to Akers. Here's Goff.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. David Moore, the intended target, but it'll be second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll run on first down. Hines, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now a man open down the middle of the field and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Off play action. Johnson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And they decided to go with the safety blitz there. And look, if that gets picked up, quarterback really has the advantage then, because he'll have more time to throw the football and some wide open space. But when it doesn't, that's a guy who gets a free run into the backfield, and oftentimes the QB ends up on his backside, as he did there.
And the next-gen stat's going to show just how much time he had to make a decision, and it's not much. 3 seconds, the final clocking. Johnson now to throw on third down. He's got Lockett. Tyler Lockett, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Rams nothing. Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Third and long. It's gone. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Meanwhile, down in Dallas, an update from there. And it's the Cowboys that have moved down to an early advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll start with the option. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Seemed like a couple... Sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
On 1st down, it's Hines. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Seahawks 7, Rams nothing.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They run with Hines. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
He was taken down at the 20.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Will Dissly, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And nowadays in NFL football, you have to account for all the receivers, sure, but the tight end's such a weapon, and they prove it right there.
Oh, without a doubt. And we're seeing now the golden age of tight ends catching the football. I I go back to Kellen Winslow. To me, he was a prototype of what we're seeing today. We're seeing it each and every week now.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll take to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. And he's going to have a Rams first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First down with Akers.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 44. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
First down, Rams.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Goff. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. They'll run here with Akers. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 22. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
And it's 3rd down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Let's do it. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
From the gun, here's Goff. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cooper Kupp, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Rams are able to get back within a touchdown. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Seahawks 14, Rams 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Johnson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Looking for Woods that time, and it's 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
To throw, Goff. He'll throw complete to Cam Akers. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Goff throwing again. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
21-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14-all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now Johnson on 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Here's Johnson off the play fake. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again, Johnson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. From the gun, Johnson, and he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Now, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And this came from the interior of the defensive line, and these guys, they're normally anchors of that spot, and they don't often get clear shots at the quarterback. But in this case, he got past the center and the guard in no time and got there to make the play.
Field goal of 32 yards now.
And Myers able to knock it through, and the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So we will not go into the lockers time. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Man, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
This will make it into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. He starts with a give to Akers. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Gaining 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Back to Akers, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
He's tackled it.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's a run by Akers. And nothing but daylight ahead. Uh-oh. Touchdown, L.A. Cam Akers, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Johnson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and that'll make it 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Johnson on 3rd down. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. They'll look to throw again. They'll run the screen with Carson. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throw over the middle, taken in, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
He'll buy some time right. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Johnson now throwing on first down. Flushed out right. This will be caught at about the 5. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion. I think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
They'll try to run with Hines. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Naeem Hines, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, But the blocks were made up front. Offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquish that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right, where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run this with Akers. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Ground, it's Akers. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there, first down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll run a draw now with Akers. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow, knocked him for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Akers. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
First down, Rams.
Play action. It's Goff. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
2nd and 10, Goff again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Nice footwork at the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And the Rams first down.
Shotgun snap for Goff. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down.
At the 21-yard line.
A throw out wide to Woods, complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Man open. It's Kupp. He's got it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Rams have taken the lead here in the 4th. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Rams 28, Seahawks 24.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in the tight one. He'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Very solid gain of 27. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Now Johnson to throw on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to look deep for more. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he is all the way up past the 25.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
The 37-yard line.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. They'll try to run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Now it's Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Johnny Hekker now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And taken at the 46. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Rams' 44-yard line.
They'll look to throw. 20. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the 4th.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Off play action to Akers. Here's Goff. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And they take a knee. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So the victory here for Seattle, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot. But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Seahawks, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, it's another loss as they now fall to 4-11. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Nice like this, I wish I was. On my turf, roll out the Henry rocks. She like when I hit the rust. And this is a four-seater. Made a yank straight out the wood, I'm Derek Jeter. Major leaguer, no fatigue. We don't get no magarinas. Never gon' throw your back out, tryna work, you'll need a breather. I need a break. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me. Hold on. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Oh, down with me, down with me, down with me. Oh, you down. Tell me who you talking to. Roll up that Sinatra, fly la mama to the moon. She asked me what's my life path. Told her 55 south to the cab. So many couches I cried. Shout out South Street and shout classic. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the sucker up. Baby, I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the sucker up. Baby, I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody.
did, can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range, can I kick it? Yeah, don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah, spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
Hey, could count on my power, and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich, then went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the little go miss? Ay, her she was major, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked.
Let me explain what I did, can I kick it? Hold on, yeah, I got some rings and a range, can I kick it? Yeah, don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah, spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Need a light years to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah,